Hi guys, I know a lot of you have subscribed to the channel because you want to work at the UN and other NGOs and UN organizations around the world. So let's talk about that a little bit. I'm just going to answer the question that I didn't answer, and some of your questions also have a lot that you guys have asked. I try to answer all the time, but maybe for everybody, if you don't read the comment from every videos, I'm going to make a very quick one. Plus, I didn't talk much about contracts at the UN, so let's talk about that. So let's start with the contract first. Contracts at the UN are basically awarded to people that are already in the organization. It's like basically bidding. So you will see contracts going on and you will bid on those contracts. But I have to admit, okay, and the best example I'm going to give you, probably it's not a UN example, but it's a Canadian example. We just changed all the metros in Montreal. Bombardier is the company that made them at that time. And when they did the offer, the public appeal for offers, they literally list it in a way that only Bombardier could have actually bid on it. They do the exact same thing at the UN. They have friends, they have companies that they're normally dealing with, and they might put, like restrictions or requirement that only these people can meet. And that's one problem. The second thing is, once you're in, you're in. So if you bid on a small little contract and your name gets entered into the database, this is how you're going to get more lucrative contracts at the UN. So when you list, they're going to check, are you already an approved supplier? If you are, then you're in. All right, as I'm not related to the UN in any way, shape, or form anymore, I'm back in Canada. I couldn't care less about the UN now as far as that's concerned. I'm going to mention this. Bribes. Yes, a lot of those works, okay? People at Procurement, they will definitely, if you give them some backshish or if you, befriends them, might help you get your name on lists or basically get, appointment with higher ups that would make the decision. So if you're looking to sell a security product, they might put you in contact with the chief of security, and from there it's going to go back down. This is the best way to do it. Try to get inside. Just don't do it online. If you're trying to do it internationally, that's another matter. But if you could do it locally, if it's something that you have access to, you're directly with the organization local, then go directly there, befriend the people, like I said, in the department of what you're looking for, also procurement, definitely. And right now, I will say this, with Israel and Palestine war, go look into UNRWA. They will have tremendous amount of job opening right now because they're going to have budget left, right, and center coming in. And also all these schools and stuff will have to be rebuilt. So you're going to have a lot of potential, a lot of money flowing. So UNRWA, one big thing you want to look into right now. Once you apply and you don't get any answer, how long before you actually follow up? Well, I would say a month. Okay, more or less. You could do it earlier, but the thing is that in a lot of cases, you have to understand the UN works slowly. So HR will get all these things. You might need 2-3 people to review them, to check which the best candidate. Maybe the hiring manager needs to even check with his boss after he has a candidate he likes. It might take take about a month or two. Sometime, if you don't hear anything, the post is going to be relisted because they didn't find a good candidate. It doesn't mean you cannot reapply. But again, if you decide to reapply, make sure your CV is better, make sure it's different, okay? It could be a budget thing. Maybe they hired someone, the person quit last minute, they have to re-advertise. I don't know. But you should really take a consideration to change a little bit your resume in order to be able to reapply. But I would say give it a month. Don't pester them about it too much. They're not going to answer you. And guys, I don't have a problem with you guys emailing me and try to reach me. I don't have a problem with that. But a lot of the email you send me, the way you're sending them, I'm just asking you, please don't do that at the UN. Because if it's loaded with mistakes, if there's a lot of typos, or if you just email something like, sir, I want a job in your organization. First of all, I don't have an organization. I just did a course on how to apply jobs at the UN, so I don't have an organization. And if you go at the UN with, sir, give me a job, sorry, that's not how that works. I have a full course, about 20 videos on exactly how to get jobs at the UN. You will have to follow these processes in order to be able to get a job. You cannot just try to fill a CV and send it. That doesn't work. It's not the way it works at the UN. Anyway, guys, I hope that clarified a few things, and I see you in the next video.